Welcome in for another episode of the Neely Schmidt Yourself Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Mike, joined by...
I'm John.
And Sean. And together we make the Neely Schmidt Yourself Podcast. We have a fun episode today. We're going to go over a couple of different topics, including foods you should probably bring to, or you expect to be at every Super Bowl party or the big game party, or whatever you're politically supposed to say. I don't really care. I've said it. We're going to go over that. You really wanted me to say a joke. I'll say a joke. We're going to go over some places to avoid. And then we're going to go over our top 5 places that we love getting wings at. Now, these could probably mostly local places, but some of which we're just going to hit on a bunch of things. But I feel like before I get into my joke, maybe we should talk about, like, what are some foods that you expect to be at every Super Bowl party? Like, I know what we both thought about with this.
Yeah, and that's the reason why we're going to do the wings is because we
think that's the staple.
That's like our staple. Like we both were like, we were coming up like to figure out because the Super Bowl is coming up, and we are like, okay, John. After we finished our last podcast video, I should say, because it's going to YouTube,
video podcast,
a vlog, whatever this is, right? Yeah. We just said wings. We said wings at the same time.
Well, what do you expect? What do you expect when you go to a party? Like, what else do you expect to see?
Definitely buffalo chicken dip.
Buffalo chicken dip is a staple. I expect that. Sometimes to be at a party that I don't expect it to be at, and I'm not mad about it.
No.
But especially the Super Bowl party, buffalo chicken dip is a must. And if there's more than one, more the merrier.
Yes.
Not even mad. You can't have too much of that stuff. Pizza is another one.
Pizza is definitely
does it have to be there? No, but it is the quintessential.
Also, when is pizza ever bad?
At
any function,
I don't think that word exists.
Exactly.
People might say never.
Exactly.
Yeah. So all that to say that we thought wings were the like quintessential staple piece that you expect to have. Now, that should be with blue cheese, with ranch dressing. If you got some change-ups in there, that you got some specifics. I'm sure mom and pop places got some good stuff. But
yeah,
those are the ones that I expect.
What else do you think should be at a Super Bowl party other than pizza and buffalo chicken dip?
I expect those like little weenies. Those like I don't even know what they're called.
Why did I just blank?
They're not like little hot dogs. Do they look like little hot dogs?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Those I expect, and then I always end up seeing someone always brings meatballs, and then
it's the meatballs with ketchup. They're in ketchup, and it's a weird combination. It's grape jelly and ketchup.
Yeah, I've seen those a ton. I expect those things to be there. I'm the weird one, and I expect there to be the veggies that I can dip
the veggie
stuff. I want the veggies.
Also, you also expect nachos and cheese. Nachos.
So you could do the nachos and put the buffalo on it.
Yeah, and then also
eat it for dinner.
Guac.
Yeah, dipping sauces. I've heard 5-layer dip from some folks.
Bean dip.
But like specifically, people were like, "Oh, the 5-layer dip," and I'm like, "Really? You expect that?" But look, maybe that's, drop in the comments if there's something that you think you expect to see at it. But those are the ones that I think I expect the most to be there. I don't know. I want a variety of things that I can like keep snacking on the whole game, because let's be real, sometimes this game is boring.
We've had some boring games, and
there's been some exciting ones.
Yes,
but there's been some like, this is a defensive game that I don't care about anymore, and the only thing keeping me up is the commercials being entertaining
or drinking lots of pop.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. It was pop.
Oh, really? Drinking a lot of beer? No, because
yeah, I know what you mean.
No, you're drinking all the pop because it keeps you awake because of the caffeine.
Unless you're drinking Sprite, then there's no caffeine.
No, then no, not at all.
Okay, so we've agreed that it's like those are the things you expect to also see there. Well, maybe let's go into like places to avoid. I think that's a huge thing.
Oh yeah,
like is it like here are some places like, oh, like wings from anywhere are fine. No. I've gotten wings at a few of these places that we're going to be talking about, and I was seriously disappointed. And I mean, obviously for what they are, There's a big caveat that needs to be said too when it comes to places that are one that's like, this isn't their wheelhouse.
No.
Like, this is not in their name, and they are known for usually something else. Or it's like a low budget thing, and like you're getting like from the frozen. So I'm gonna put that for one. Low end frozen wings, like, avoid.
True.
Like, it's gonna be hard to buy wings from the freezer section if you're at the grocery store of late. So if you go sooner rather than later, if you're going to go that route, that's fine. But don't go for the low end.
Yeah.
We'll maybe go into some, like, a list here. We have.
We do have a list of some good frozen ones or in the freezer section.
We'll get to that when we get to. We go through some of these other ones that are either always avoid or avoid when it's near a big game.
I mean, I've also gotten frozen wings that are just plain frozen wings.
Sauce them yourself?
And sauce them myself.
That's actually not a bad idea.
But the wing itself was really
it
was bad. No, like the wing itself was bad because they were tiny. So be mindful of that as well.
And we're talking about bone in. I can be an adult kid and just smash on some boneless wings because they're chicken nuggets and they're sauced and they're delicious, and I don't care who you are.
That's because we grew up on chicken nuggets as kids, and who doesn't like that? I would take some dino nugs.
Have you ever seen people like eat the wings and they're like, there's such as bone, and I'm just like, I don't know how you did that, or did you eat all the part that was bad?
Yeah, I don't know. But also, there's some people that like leave meat on the bones, and I just go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's fair.
That's also wrong. That's so wrong. You gotta clean that. You expect if you're gonna have wings, the sauce should be all over your face.
Oh yeah.
And then like even when you leave, and then also whenever you leave, you still have it in your fingers of all the stuff, even though you washed your hands.
Even if you just trimmed your nails.
Yeah, it should be all up in your fingernails, and it should still be in your like.
Unless you've done a great job of like washing your hands going to the bathroom.
Even if you like wash your hands, they're still gonna have that smell on your fingers.
That's okay.
It's okay, and then it's your snack for later.
Don't tell our wives that.
I think Andrew, my wife knows, and she'll be like,
"My wife knows."
Also, you have a beard, so
it's worse.
It's even worse.
I'm having to like wash it multiple times and everything else that goes with it. So it's a fun endeavor. Okay, here we're going into it. Little Caesars, avoid. Like, I don't care.
I was so upset by Little
Caesars. The pizza's also terrible.
It's still cardboard.
It's fine. It's a great.
You know what you're gonna get with the pizza with Little Caesars.
Look, you do.
Even though it's the official sponsor of the NFL.
Look, everyone knows that. No one goes to Little Caesars unless you're on a budget, and that's fine. It is.
Their
fine
crazy
for what it
bread is good. Though.
It's
their crazy bread is really good though.
If you're balling on a budget, which is completely okay, Little Caesars is fine. Just know that the pizza's already meh. Those wings are worse because they've just been sitting in there forever in that tub, and the sauce and
and then the hot box, and then I would say definitely Pizza Hut because the Wing Street. Sorry,
they're like, yeah, we got two things under one roof. I'm like, no, you did two things poorly under one roof.
Yeah, and I've had, but I did grow up on Pizza Hut as a kid.
We all did. Anyone who's in their late 20s, early 30s, or any of your 30s.
Yeah.
You grew up when Pizza Hut used to be this sit-down restaurant where you like had the buffet, like it was
the checkered tables.
It was great. It was
red cups. The red cups, yeah.
Salad bar and like
it was so good. The buffet.
It was great. We don't got that anymore.
No.
And most of these on this list are pizza places. So I'm gonna go through them. Papa John's, East of Chicago, Domino's, Jets, all of them. They are not known for wings. Wings is not the name. I don't care what Wing Street they just try to brand it to get no. Don't be fooled. None of those places are good. Domino's wings, they put it through the oven, so it's definitely got that different texture.
Yeah,
to it. They probably add in this like fake like heated or like the smoky flavor. They're just they're fine. Look, if you get a great deal, great. But don't expect some
it's gonna blow your mind.
Some good wings if you're going this route. And I think the other ones that we mentioned here,
I said Applebee's. That was the one that I put on here is Applebee's because you do have the appetizers that you can get at Applebee's, and you're just like, yeah. What's also the wings associated with? Oh, also nachos. on the side. It's a whole thing together with also some other.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I didn't even realize until we were somewhere else near our house that we live near an Applebee's. Like, it wasn't even on my radar. Like, I haven't thought about Applebee's so long that if you wouldn't have brought it up, it wouldn't even have crossed my mind.
The only reason why I thought of Applebee's,
I didn't know you were in the neighborhood Applebee's.
but I used to go to Applebee's
You were
all the
5 minutes from
time
my house.
where I grew up
Yeah, so
because
we both did.
yeah, because that was the only place. That was
You didn't
Alliance,
realize when you had
Ohio.
other
At that point in time.
options.
No, there was no other options.
And it was like, oh, this is great.
It's either Texas Roadhouse or Applebee's.
Those were we had more options than that, but they were like,
But
it's like, no, there wasn't a ton.
no. And then
we put B-dubs on here, and I'm gonna
it's
tell you caveat. Here's why. It's game day, big game. They're gonna be slammed,
and
you can't like get these the day before.
No,
they're not gonna be good, probably, unless you have some like fancy chef kitchen that you can like make
toaster oven.
No, I'm talking like you were professional chefing it up and like making it taste good again. They're not going to taste. They're not going to.
Bro, I mean, also I know B-dubs gets the. I like B-dubs, but I know it gets pooped on a lot, and it's the consistency. You don't get that. Like, I've gone to B-dubs and I've had a wonderful. Like, I've had great wings.
I love the amount of sauce options. I love the amounts of like I can do small orders of everything, and it makes it great. When they have the cheap wing night, like, it's great. However, if there's a big game going on, the quality is down, understandably, short staff and everything else post pandemic. But I think it's important that your takeaways are you avoid the pizza place's wings unless there's a few exceptions to this. Mom and pop.
Yep.
Some local chains that are in your area that may be able to do this better. That's not every place, so do your research because every place is going to have those smaller, different mom and pop or local chains in your area. If you're doing them homemade and you got,
you can do them. You can do them.
You can buy them in bulk at Costco or Sam's Club
or GFS.
GFS, and you're going to put that in the freezer. And you're going to look if you're doing that route. Great.
I mean, you can. Because I have my own deep fryer.
If you buy them fresh from the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, you can buy them fresh from the grocery store. If
you want to buy enough of them, you want to go that route, and you have the time to do that, that. I think that's probably one of your better options. If you can make them yourself. If you have the time, or if you have a deep fryer, or you have a smoker. If you have a smoker to be able to do that, look, your husband out there, their husbands out there, they probably love doing that. If they have a smoker, they have the ability to do that. And the time to do that.
Put them in the smoker and then finish them off on the grill.
Yeah. No, I don't care what the temperature is. Every guy's going to like that.
Or you
get time.
Yeah. This is the time that's going to take you to smoke them.
It's important to know where you're going for these things because you're just going to get better value from what you're spending your time doing. Now, if you are like most people in America or those, maybe you're overseas and you have access to some of these, we're going to go through a list that we have found from Sporked. If you've never heard of Sporked.com, that's where we found this list. They do a ton of different research on these kinds of topics. And they have a top 10 list of like the frozen wings that you can buy from the store and put in the oven. Look, this is probably a lot of us out here. You're avoiding the B-dubs. You're avoiding the places that are getting slammed with everyone else ordering wings. This is one of the biggest wing days of the entire year. Go to the store sooner rather than later, but here's some that should be on your list that you should be looking for when you're out there. Okay. So number 10 on this list, I'll let you start.
Oh, so it's from Kroger and it's the honey barbecue.
Honey flavored barbecue. Now, Kroger does own a lot of different grocery store chains. I think they're one of the biggest next to like Walmart. So these might be under a different umbrella or name depending on which grocery store is near you. But these are or affiliated Kroger grocery stores are all over the country. So you definitely will have something in your area for this. So I'd be on the lookout for that.
And I've had these ones before. And they're actually really good. Yeah. So solid 10.
Solid 10. We got number 9. We got Tyson's Anytimer wings, honey barbecue season. Now, this on their list is the best of the barbecue flavors. So if you're not someone who likes the buffalo hot wings or likes the spicier stuff, or you got kids that are going to be watching it with you who are younger, this might be the route to go. But that was rated the best. You can get these pretty much anywhere. These anytime. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. These are bone in, right? These are bone in. I believe they're bone in. I think everything on this list is bone in. There are ones if you're looking for it, so make sure you're looking at the description on it.
Not the fancy chicken nuggets.
Not the fancy chicken nuggets. If you want to avoid that, if you're like us and you're fine with that, do that too. Your list is going to be depending on how limited you're at the local grocery store. Now here you go. You can go with number 8, Mr. Costco.
This is not Costco.
It's Kirk. Oh my gosh, I thought it was Kirkwood.
No, it's not Kirkwood. It's Kirkwood.
I don't even know where you get this.
Yeah, it's Kirkwood. Kirkwood
wait.
Buffalo style chicken wings.
Looks like they are from Costco.
They are from Costco. It says it in the thing. Okay, so they're probably at Costco, but I don't think they're Costco brand. Does that make sense?
So they're just.
I think they're just a brand that Costco carries.
Got it. They're not from Costco.
No.
Okay.
And this one, I think is the best buffalo sauce.
Yes, this is voted the best buffalo sauce. It's not very much for your money. They gave it a 6.5 out of 10. The last couple, I'll go and make sure to go back. The number 9 was a 6 out of 10, and so was the number 10. It was a 6 out of 10. But that one is coming in a 6.5 out of 10. And then we got the number 7 is the Tyson Anytimers Buffalo Wings. This was the best mild buffalo sauce. Again, bone in. You can get these pretty much anywhere.
Yes.
But another solid option there.
And also it says another good one with ranch. It's a good thing to have with ranch. It also says
it's good. You're a big ranch guy. I'm a big blue cheese guy.
I am a big ranch.
Big blue cheese guy.
And also I think this gets a 7 out of it gets a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. All right.
And the next one is Kroger again. It's their garlic parmesan flavor, and this is their best garlic parm.
I think it's the only garlic parm on the list.
Yes, I think it is. Yes, it is, because I think it's only other. I think after this one, I want to say it's buffalo, or it's basically buffalo is the next style, and that also gets a 7 out of 10.
So the next one we have here after the Parmesan garlic, now it's a staple. Like most places should have a good parm garlic. So if you're seeing around, you got this.
When we talk, I forgot that I've added this onto my list. I didn't add this onto my list, but I had garlic parm, but it was buffalo flavored, and it was garlic parm with it.
So did they do like the sauce mixed together? Like what they do?
So it was buffalo sauce, and then also with garlic parm on it. It was all.
Did they combine the two sauces?
Yes, they did.
Okay, that's a beautiful thing.
It's absolutely.
Where did you get it from?
Columbus Brewing Company.
Should have done.
It was for our office.
It
was from our office Christmas party, and that's what I got.
Sounds so good.
My
mouth is watering. You can't see.
We're talking about wings, and I'm really hungry right now.
We were going to eat wings today. I had some stomach things this week. I'm fine now. No temp. We're all good.
I wouldn't have been. Also, we're actually in person together.
We are in person.
That was the one thing. This is our second time, and also, we have done a full month of this.
We're a month in, man. We're up episode 5.
That's just crazy that we're at 5.
Next episode's got a second hand to count it.
I know. We have sooner we're gonna have to go onto our toes.
Yeah.
To count.
Speaking of jokes, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah,
we'll
sure.
Stop right now. We'll
sure. I want to hear this joke.
What do you call a rude cow?
The only thing I can think of is mad cow, but that's not right.
That ain't it.
No. What is it?
Beef jerky.
Actually, that was actually good.
All right. Let's go back to the
You don't
list.
give me to laugh on your jokes that often.
No. Normally you just give me this terrible look
Yes.
like my wife gives me. All right. So number 5, we had the Tyson Buffalo style hot wings.
Oh, this is also our first one that's hot. It says hot in the name.
That means they're spicy.
Spicy.
These say that they're the best ones with blue cheese.
But also, it says, do not get these confused with the Tyson Anytimers Buffalo style wings. These ones are different.
These are loaded buffalo flavor that we enjoy. They're given a tangy heat, provides a bit more spiciness.
Spicy.
So the wing meat is no joke either. All right.
I do like that.
So these are definitely some bigger wings that you can sink your teeth into.
No,
that got a 7 out of 10.
Next one up. Oh, we do have another spicy one. Is Trader Joe's hot and spicy wings.
Dude, I love Trader Joe's.
So, but this is different. This is their best chicken quality. This is not, it's not based off of sauce or anything. It's their best chicken quality.
Interesting.
So,
let's see here. Man, they must have some other ones as well. I don't know about you, but you shop at Trader Joe's often. We do.
I do not. Well,
we're
also you're very close to one.
We're 10 minutes from one, 5 minutes from one.
We have shopped at it. Maybe I should get these.
I feel like we should too. They gotta be there right now too. I feel like I'm gonna need to pick these up for Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. They're gonna be. I mean, yeah.
I might have to tell Andrea to go get some.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, or I go get some after work.
It's a place that's like I feel like there might be a good amount of like availability for stuff because yes, people shop there like crazy, but also people aren't going to be flooding there like they are Kroger and Walmart and Target.
The crazy thing is during COVID, Trader Joe's was nuts.
Oh yeah,
I don't understand.
Well, no one does.
During 2020 and 2021, it was nuts.
I don't know. All right, number 3, we got Foster's Farm Takeout Crispy Classic Buffalo Wings. That's a mouthful.
Yes.
But they got an 8 out of 10, and there's 2 of these style on this list. It is gluten-free. It's the classic buffalo flavor. It's the best plain wing, they're saying, but it's definitely not plain.
Also, check them out on TikTok and Instagram. It also has on there.
I don't know why.
Hey, I don't know either.
I don't know, but they're apparently good. They're also, the
next one is
I don't know. They're on this list twice.
They
There's
are.
only 3 spots left,
yeah. So number 2 is TGI Fridays buffalo style wings.
These come in a box too.
They do.
These bone-in buffalo wings can be pretty tough to find, but when you see them at the store, get a tattoo of the exact location so that you can never forget. Apparently, these are going to be.
Which I'm kind of surprised. These are also the best buffalo wings, is what they have rating them. Which I am shocked because I would put TGI Fridays like almost in the Applebee's category in a way.
Yeah, I can't tell you the last time.
I can't even tell. Maybe 20.
It does say here.
When you take 2016,
you may need to apply your own Frank's Red Hot if you want some extra hot. So there's some problem.
All right.
It's also a snack size, so there's not a lot. This only comes like a 9-ounce box.
Oh yeah, and also it says Instacart you can do direct from here, and it's $6.89.
That's a lot.
That is a lot for only 9 ounces.
So maybe not for Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna. If you can find them, and
if you get a coupon by yourself, a coupon on those.
BK Lounge. Yeah. So I think that's definitely like a smaller cake.
And it gets an 8.5.
They must taste great, and they must maybe why they put it in the best
buffalo. But also, if you add your own.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I would have put if just the way they've worded it on here. Maybe it could, but also they probably also did like crunchiness of the like it could be all.
I went into that rating.
No, yeah.
Maybe one day we'll do around.
Yeah.
Right, and here's the number 1 they got. They got the Foster's Farm Hot and Spicy. Got a 9 out of 10. They look like they're at Walmart and Vons. I've never heard of Vons. If that messes my maybe it's just another. I'm guessing another grocery chain that's out there. But they look pretty. For it's 22 ounces. It's $9.18, and they're out of stock at most places. It looks like. So if you can somehow find these at a place near you,
I would try it.
I tried them, but good luck finding them right now, apparently. So I think that all to say, I think my takeaway from this frozen list is I definitely want to see if I can find the Trader Joe's ones.
Trader Joe's, and then Tyson you could always find, but I would like to just try the random just Kroger ones.
Yeah, the Kroger ones can't be that bad. I think you definitely need to put those in the oven or an air fryer. Don't be putting those in the microwave. don't make sure
Don't
to read
do
the
that.
directions.
Do not do that.
Um,
But and then also for
don't put these
warming
in a
up,
small toaster oven either.
also if you even go somewhere, say that Saturday before the big game, and you get some wings somewhere else, a toaster oven. Our toaster oven does so
maybe
good
you just
on.
have a much better toaster oven than we do. That's maybe what it is. You just might have a better toaster oven.
I think her toaster oven is just a Cuisinart.
I don't know, man. Maybe
I use our toaster oven.
Do you have a really great air fryer? I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's way bigger than ours, and I'm like,
you're talking about our not a sponsor. Our Ninja, our Ninja. Ninja.
It's
oh
jeez. We're dads.
Her Ninja air fryer, which it is awesome. I have actually seen a bigger one than that
at a restaurant.
No, a bigger air fryer than that.
I mean,
that the Ninja makes.
They make some like ones that take up a whole countertop, and I'm just like, I mean, that's great and all, but like, have you met my wife?
Also, our Ninja can also grill.
Kung Fu?
No, it can grill.
Disappointing.
Dehydrate. I think it also dehydrates.
You making jerky?
Can.
Take care of those rude cows.
Mm-hmm. Those rude cows that are beef jerky.
All right. How about we go into maybe what are like our top 5 like places that we've gone are.
Okay. So you want to go with number 5 first?
Go 5 first, and I'll let you start.
All right.
Of course, got to drink grass right before we go over the top 5.
Yeah, you got to drink some grass.
Where is it from? May as well tell.
It's Nocterra.
All right.
It's what it's a Delaware-ish area.
Yeah, Columbus area.
It's Columbus area,
North Columbus,
and it's a
north of Columbus.
Beta Flash.
Beta Flash,
New England style IPA.
It's not my cup of tea.
No,
it's not tea at all, actually.
No.
All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5. This was hard for me because I wanted to put B-dubs.
Oh, you switched it.
I switched it. I put Quaker Steak and Lube.
Did you?
As my number 5. Quaker Steak and Lube.
All right.
Also, I have. There's my top. But yeah.
All right. So my number 5 is B-dubs. And the rules around this, so maybe I should have prefaced with that. This has to be a place that you can go pick up the wings. It can't be a place that it has to be legit wings that are sauced. And it needs to be a place that has more than one location. I think that's another important thing here. But I think all these places do. So
more than one location? My number 3 is not.
You know what? I don't even.
Actually, my number 3 does have more than one location.
It definitely does.
It does. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, B-dubs is my number 5. What do you got for number 4?
CM Chicken.
Dude, you've talked about this one, and I so badly want to get it.
Explain
CM Chicken, because I haven't been
CM
there.
Chicken is a Korean style frying of the chicken.
Is it similar to those like hot dogs, like those like Korean hot dogs that are like they'll have all the different stuff on it and just look delectable?
It's yes, but it is so good. We got it. So I've gotten it one other time when I was working. I got it for lunch. It was amazing. I got you can get wing style or you can get chicken tendies. I got chicken tendies because you get more for your money on that aspect. But you can get it sauced in different flavors.
So it's just basically an enhanced
chicken. Yeah, pretty much.
With that.
It's more of a chicken finger because it's long.
Sure, but like you don't got to worry about a bone, so you can just go ham.
Correct. But you can get those all in wing form.
Okay.
And they're huge wings as well.
All right.
But
I still want to go.
It's still good. And then Andrea and I went, and Andrea was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." And I was like, "Yes." Maybe
we should do that on another Dude's Day.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds so good.
So, what's your number 5? I mean, number 4.
Number 4, I got Quaker Steak and Lube. So that's
wow. Nice.
I'm pretty similar on that one. All right, what you got for number 3? What you got for 3?
I have Brewdog. So Brewdog is a brewery that, there's a lot of Brewdogs throughout the United States.
Start in the UK. There's some throughout.
There's actually one there's a lot Actually, it's Brewdogs all over the place because there's
They
also
are
in
now-
England.
They've gotten a lot bigger.
Because I know my mother-in-law and sister-in-law actually went to the one in England. So
They went to the one in England?
mm-hmm.
My mouth is watering. You can't see it at home.
I am hungry. Just talking about this.
Dinner.
Oh,
I'm just like I'm salivating. It's fine.
I had I had a burger. I had a burger for dinner, and I'm still hungry.
I could have eaten wings, and I still would be hungry for
Mm-hmm.
wings. All right. So you had BrewDog,
But BrewDog, you get a lot of wings.
You do. They're solid,
and they're huge. They are so big, and they only have 3 different sauces,
which is fine.
which is perfectly fine.
What is it? Buffalo, barbecue, and honey mustard?
No, it's it's like spicy and tangy all together.
It's like an Asian zing like
ish, but
Okay.
no.
So not Asian, but just zingy.
Yeah, it has a zing.
Zinger.
I can't remember what it's called now. It's gonna drive me nuts. And that's what Andrew always gets is that flavor. But you have to ask for it because it's not on their menu. So they do have
Off menu.
It's off menu.
Off menu advice. Welcome.
Yes. So you have to get you have to ask for all the different sauces.
I'm about to look it up, being like, oh, it's
off menu. It's not on menu anymore.
It used to be a menu?
It used to be a menu item, no longer. But they still have it. You just have to. They still have it.
So the tried and trues, they know.
Mm-hmm.
No one else does. All right.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Roosters, and it has to do with the wing size. You get a lot of wing.
Okay.
Their flavors are really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's consistently good. So if I like the major, I don't. It's still a local-ish. It's only in like 3 states. I would say that it's probably of the more chain-like places that I would go to. I think it's my top one.
Okay. No, I get you. I mean, I like Roosters.
I know you do.
I love Roosters. I mean, I did show it to everyone. Roosters is Well, my number 2 is Mellow Mushroom.
I need to have these again because I feel like I had them because you had your.
We had our rehearsal dinner at Mellow Mushroom, and there's these wings.
Okay, now I want to point out this goes against what we said earlier. This is a place that is a pizza joint first that does have good wings.
Yes, they are.
So that's a good call. Now, I don't remember having them, so that's why
I've had them since. I've had them at least 4 other times.
So I think it's maybe the exception to that rule, and that's just the experience that you've had. I need to go and have them.
I'm trying to look up because there's a certain flavor that you want to get.
A mellow mushroom?
Mm-hmm. At those wings. They have different flavors, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, it is called the Cloud 9 Wings.
Oh my
gosh. Yes.
It literally says that they are double coated. And they are
coated in rich
garlic parm sauce.
Yes.
I don't know, but I'm just looking at this tiny picture and my mouth continues to salivate. So thank you for that. We cannot have another Dude's Day soon enough. Well, we've already mentioned my number 2 because it's BrewDog.
But you did not actually have the wings.
So yeah,
you see me. I've gotten the wings when I've been there.
No, I've had them.
Oh, okay.
I ordered normal wings, and they gave me the cauliflower wings.
That's right.
I didn't know that I was eating cauliflower wings for at least 5 minutes of eating these wings, and there was a lot of wings, and I was like, oh, this is cauliflower.
Yeah, they are.
If you know me, you know my thoughts on cauliflower. So for me to say this, it's a pretty big deal. I put them on my list because they convinced me that I was eating normal wings for like 5 minutes as we're talking. And like,
I did not know that. I thought, no, I didn't.
I don't know if I went with you or if I went with someone else, but we went and got them, and it took me some time to realize, oh, this is, and they're like, oh my gosh, I brought you out the wrong one. I'm like, actually, it's fine. You can just adjust my bill. Totally fine. I'm not going to make you remake them. And I don't even think I finished them because they had so much because they gave you a lot. But they heated up well. Like
Oh, they're
for a place to, and I've had the real wings because I think we had ordered them or we've shared them or something. So they are solid for a brewery. But that's why they're my number 2 because they convinced me that I was eating the real thing and I wasn't, and I'm not someone who would order that. So I will now because I've had it, but I'm not normally that person. So impressive on their end. What's your number 1?
My number 1's Roosters.
Of course it is.
It is my favorite wing place because I love their barbecue. Their barbecue sauce is my favorite. It was. I mean, if I didn't have any of these other places Roosters,
did you have Roosters back home?
Yeah, I had
in Canton. The Akron Canton area where we grew up.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're prolific here in Columbus.
Oh, they're all over. So there's whenever I went to Roosters, I absolutely
back home, like where we grew up.
Where we grew up, yes. We would get in trouble by our wives because it's
here is home.
Home is here, but I know what you mean. I say it too, but Roosters was in Canton, so there was only one.
There was only one, so I didn't go.
And there was, I'm trying to think where else.
Out of the way
for
me.
How's
that? It was for you too. It was still out of the way.
How's that out of the way,
dude?
You lived in Canton.
I lived in North Canton. That is.
Oh my gosh, no,
dude. It was at least 30 minutes away.
No, it was not 30 minutes from your house.
I'm gonna do the math.
Oh, you're gonna pull the time frame of how far it was from your house.
I want to find out.
Oh, I'm gonna give you it's a solid 15.
You think it's only 15?
15.
I blame it on people growing up. Then, if that's the case,
it's 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes from the house where you lived when you grew up. And as Michael's looking it up right now,
I just need to know now. So
I would say it was 30 minutes from where I grew up.
Okay. I mean, sure. And then
do directions, hit directions.
I know.
Come on.
I just need to know now.
Stop the Dressler.
I'm looking my words. 15 minutes away.
Wow.
It's 15 minutes away.
Wow. And I think I said it was a solid 15 minutes.
Why did I think it was so far
away?
Oh
my gosh.
This is what we get for it's because no one ever wanted to drive by the strip, which is we're all
it's annoying to drive over there.
It's annoying to drive over there. And it's so congested because there's nothing to do. And maybe
it's probably changed since I haven't driven over there in a while.
It probably has too. But maybe that's why I thought it would take forever. Just because I was dealing with the traffic.
You just get off at Dressler and go over that way. You would just bypass the strip.
What you're saying is logical. It makes sense, and you're right.
Here,
I'm just saying. High school Mike was like, "No, it takes forever."
How about you put in
it's
my address, where I grew up?
Oh, it's gonna be 30 minutes.
No, you're wrong one. Wrong one. Go to the.
It's gonna be 30 minutes. Here, you can put in your parents' address. It's probably way worse for you.
Nope.
Anyway, while you're doing this,
what's your number 1?
My number 1 is Wings Over Columbus. It is obviously just I think one or two locations in Columbus. They've gotten rid of a ton of them. It is 25 minutes from you, by the way.
Okay, I was 5 minutes off.
It's only 10 minutes worse than me, which isn't that bad.
No.
Anyway, getting back to the list. Wings Over Columbus is by far my favorite. It has always been, and not just because I got it in college, but it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just the nostalgia of when we would get them, and they were just such good deals to get wings, and they were consistently exceeding expectations.
See, I've never had Wings Over Columbus.
So what we've learned is
I've inspected them.
Well, that's because you used to be a food.
I used to be a food inspector, but yes, I did inspect them. And the location that they had was in Worthington, and
they closed it.
They closed that one, which I'm very surprised because it opened up and it wasn't open that long ago.
No, but I think they tried to expand. It just didn't work out, sadly. because people would want to spend money and do other things. Whatever, it's fine. I just think that their niche was campus, and so for me, I will still like potentially try to go there for like smaller games where they're not going to get flooded with orders. But it's over off of Lane, where the one I would go to now is, which is far enough away from campus, but close enough to like another town, which makes sense. It's not just campus.
Yeah.
But so Wings Over Columbus is definitely my favorite just because of cost and the high expectation of consistency that I always got there. It was like, they're just well sauced. They weren't over sauced. They were always crispy. They were always, I don't know. My mouth's just, again, watering just thinking about it. So what we need to do is we need to definitely go to some of these places.
Yes, and there's a few places that some people gave me like suggestions of places for
in
wings.
Columbus?
Yes.
What?
Wing Snob was one of them. So
haven't been there.
I've inspected them.
I'm gonna go with you've inspected most of these places.
Yes, I have. Roosters, I have too.
The fact that you would still say that you'd go there after that's impressive.
Oh, Roosters. Oh,
I used to.
I do have a funny story about one of my inspections for Roosters, though.
Do you want to tell that over this?
I have no problem doing it.
Should you legally be telling this over this?
Yeah, it's been enough time. I won't give any names or anything that's happened.
Floor is yours, my friend.
Okay, so Roosters, I had to go to doing a food inspection.
We're just gonna blanket statement that it was in Columbus and no more than that.
Yeah, that's it.
For your own safety.
I had a state person with me.
Okay.
I was getting audited by the state.
Yeah. So you had to do a really good job.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And that was the same day they were training new managers that for all of Columbus area were there.
So that went well.
It was fun. So
I don't feel like you know what the word fun means. It sounds like
it was not. It was kind of fun to watch because it was not going great, and then all of a sudden, the manager that was off that day had to come in and fix a lot of this stuff because it was not going great. But from that moment on, I walked into one of the places, different Roosters, to do their inspection, and the guy goes, "Oh crap, it's you." I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "It's you." I go,
"What does that mean?"
"What does that mean?" He goes, "Where's the lady at?" And he was referring to the state person.
Oh gosh.
And I go, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, were you there that day?" He goes, "Yeah, dude, you're like talked about a lot. Like we know who you are. Like they just recognize my face."
Point out that Roosters, even though they have a wanted poster of John up in all their locations, he still loves going.
I love it. But it was also the funny thing is then I moved my area and I went to another one. I walked in and the manager recognized me because she was one of the workers that day and now was a manager and goes, "Oh my gosh, it's you." I go,
I stand by the wanted posters that must be in every location.
So I don't know. It was just one of those days that it was all the managers.
Should I like go into one and be like, "Have you seen this guy?"
You could.
They're like, "Oh gosh, he's not around, is he?"
But I thought it was super funny because it did happen. Gosh. Also, speaking of that happening, I have gotten something else that I want to say.
All right, the floor is still yours, my friend.
Okay, so I had yesterday someone. This also has to do with work, but it's different than what I do. I don't do food inspections, but I had someone come down to my office, runs down and goes, "John."
They ran?
Yeah, literally.
I could have walked.
She was walking fast and like came right directly to my like desk and was like, "John." She goes, "John." I go, "What?" She goes, "I know what you should dress up for Halloween next year." And I go, "What do you mean?"
It's February.
Oh, exactly. So the Grammys were just on, right? Over the past weekend.
I don't watch them, but yeah, I'm aware.
So she goes, "Oh my gosh, John, you look like Luke Combs."
Did you tell her that you have a fast car?
She goes, "You just if you had a T-shirt that said fast cars and or a hat on and you grew out I had more facial hair like a couple days ago. But I shaved it all off. I had a meeting. All right.
I had a meeting once.
Yeah. I can't grow facial hair. It's patchy. But anyway, like Luke Combs. She goes, "You look like Luke Combs." It's not the first time that someone said that to me. That looked like Luke Combs.
All right. Okay.
And I was like, all right,
I'll take it.
So I put a poll up at work. I put a picture of Luke Combs up, and I said, "Does John look like Luke Combs?"
When you go to Roosters, you can ask them why they got a picture of Luke Combs up.
Sorry, I just
Freak
wanted,
out if this guy.
I just wanted to bring that up. Sorry.
No, I think it's funny.
I see. I didn't give too much away for the rooster story with food inspections.
Yeah, you're fine. I was just trying to save your butt.
I'm not gonna get in trouble.
I know, but stuff happens.
I haven't been in food inspection over 2 years. So,
yeah,
2 years.
Yeah,
I still work at the same place. I do not just do food inspections anymore.
it's the best.
Yeah.
Also, you would almost ruin every restaurant that I like going to.
Yeah. Just don't ask me.
Well, it's public record, so
it is public record.
Fine.
They're hard to find, but they are public record.
Well, there's a reason they're hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Because the government put a website up that they government funded to.
Yeah.
It took the pandemic for us to be able to buy our tags online. It's 2024.
Yeah.
And they were starting to do that post-pandemic. Why did it take that long? They're like, oh, we need
Welcome to
money.
the government.
Maybe we'll do it digitally because we have to.
Welcome to the government. We make things fun.
Again, don't think you know what that word means.
This is fun.
No, this is fun. That's not fun.
Okay.
There's differences. Some major differences. I question the use of that word. Okay. Good night.
Also, I do have one more place that got brought up to me.
Okay, what else got brought up to you?
Oh, we forgot to talk about Wingstop.
Oh yeah, I don't know if
I've had them, but they're not bad.
They're not a top 5.
No.
I feel like we almost need to go through and like order like 10 wings from each place and be like, all right, what's your favorite?
I would love to, but I'm not made of money.
So if you'd like to sponsor the next coming episode, slide in our DMs or whatever people do to get sponsors.
Yeah.
Except maybe Raid. I don't know if I want Raid to be a sponsor.
Raid.
You ever seen them ads for Raid and they're just like, hey, play this terrible game. We're going to give you a crap load of money. And I'm like, yeah, look, it's totally fun. I'm never going to play it. So Raid, if you're watching, sorry, I should probably just ruin that.
I thought you were talking about Raid.
No. Oh, you mean like the spray?
That's like, for bugs? That's where my head went. I was like,
there's this
game,
there's
Raid.
This game that's like always.
Also, if anyone else there was also thinking just the spray that you spray to kill insects, that's where I was at too.
It's fine. It's because I've watched way too much YouTube in my free time, or if I'm just like relaxing at the end of the day. And so I'm always seeing this episode sponsored by Raid. And it's not the spray that gets rid of wasps.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
But
the other one that got brought up to me that was Ayakano.
You were talking to me about that one the other day, and I haven't heard of it.
Either have I.
It's
a small Italian restaurant it's in Upper Arlington.
Okay.
That I was told about. I heard their wings are phenomenal.
I feel like what we should do is we should like somehow go to a couple of these places. Problem is that you're right. We ain't made money and things are expensive. So
yeah,
you know what we should do? Here's my thought.
Say that we're famous people. I could go and say I'm Luke Combs, and then we can get free wings.
No.
Oh, okay. It was worth a shot.
I thought about what I could say to that, and I didn't have anything good. Except no. No, what we could do is we could have like a party where everyone has to like bring wings, and so everyone can try the other wings.
So, but we have to have a Google Doc of everyone that's going to bring stuff because we don't want people to duplicate.
Sure. We had to be organized.
I'm down for that.
Brings in. We talked about doing that for like the pizza tournament.
Oh, I'd love to do the pizza tournament.
The pizza tournament was when everyone finds their favorite pizza that's on this tournament, and you bring it, and then you bid the same order at every place.
Yep.
And then
it just keeps it consistent.
Collectively say, hey, this is the best pizza here.
Yeah.
And then you just got
keep
a
it consistent.
stupid amount of pizza to eat, but you only invested in what maybe well, pizza price is probably change based on. So if you say, hey, I spent this much on this large pizza or this medium pizza, whatever, and we just went in and then divvied it up so everyone paid even, I think that's worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Absolutely
I
agree
think the
with that.
same concept could be applied to wings. If everyone's like, oh, here's my favorite wing place, find a time when it's not like a holiday. Maybe do like a fantasy draft or like some event where like we get to say when the event's happening and it's not like, oh, there's this big game going on.
Oh, can I convince that to do that for Riley's birthday?
Your wife will listen to this episode, so now no.
No, I know it's not going to happen. I was trying. Hey, it was a good idea.
Riley's not going to be able to eat wings.
That's fine.
I mean, she might like
gnaw on the bone.
Just donkey lip it.
Hey,
I'm sure that my son would do that.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's a human garbage disposal. I love him dearly, but gosh dang it.
Does he eat a lot?
Oh my gosh, yes. He'll say ball, but really he wants a clementine.
Could go ball. No, I wouldn't.
Ball. And he'll eat like multiple clementines. And I'm just like, dude, you're a year old. Why are you? And then he's like, more? I'm like, all right, man. You just had all that food. Yeah, all done. All done with that. I like your food. Your food looks good. It's the same food. Yeah, I still like your food. It looks different than mine, and it's not so chopped up. I like your food. More?
But all done.
All done. Mine all done.
All done.
Flip over plate, off for dog now.
Oh, that's so funny. We are not at that. She's eating quite a bit. She had her.
She guys doing the what's the thing called when they give them solid foods? I should know this. Baby led weaning. There's the real term. Never mind. You can talk to Andrew about it. Baby led weaning is when you're giving the kid solid foods. And it helps, I guess.
Yes.
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
Yes, it is very scary.
Like my child's going to die from choking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
She does that quite a bit. The gagging.
And what? How many teeth? She has got one tooth?
Two
teeth.
She just popped the second one out. She's got her two bottom teeth right now. And they're starting to come out a little bit more, but they are through now.
That's good.
She got two teethers.
My son has 6.
If I remember what Anna said, he's cutting molars.
Oh, he's cutting potentially.
Oh, it's gotta be rough.
It's fine.
But I know we're going on tangents right now, so
we're not tired. You're tired.
No, I'm seriously tired.
All right,
but I'm John.
Yeah, I'm Mike.
And thank you for Neely Schmidt Yourself.
We appreciate it.
Yes. Please like and subscribe.